All right, everybody, we're getting ready for the post notifications to go out right now because we are in the process of getting ready to go live. That's right, folks. We will be going live. Are you ready? Because I know I am. We are getting closer and closer today to getting to our next level, and that is we are getting ready to go into the summer vacation officially because in about a few minutes we're going to celebrate the last days of school. The school year is over. Class of 2019, congratulations. Many of you are graduating this week or this weekend. Some of you already graduated, so I wanted to wish you that as well. My name is Angel, by the way, and I am the host of Have Faith, Let It Begin. As we close in and officially on the 1 year anniversary, which was on the Sunday, June 16th, we have been on the air for 1 year, and we are exploding on the podcast network. We are continuing to get different recognitions and being told that we're trending from time to time. So I wanted to reach out to each and every one of you and to tell you thank you and just handle a little bit of business before we go on the air officially live at 7:30. Once again, we are available on every platform you can think of. Popular ones. We are available on Alexa app. That's right. You can go on Alexa and ask them to go, Alexa, open up Spreaker. And Spreaker will allow us to have our podcast on there. So if you have Alexa, we are on there. Spreaker is another version. That's the main platform that we come off of. We have iTunes, iHeartRadio. We have Spotify, SoundCloud, Player FM, CastBox Player. If you have an iOS, you have the podcast logo, or I should say the app already on your phone. So all iPhones have it. Go to podcasts, type in the search Have Faith, Let It Begin. We will pop right up and subscribe. And of course, give us some feedback. We love that. We have a website, www.havefaithletitbegin.com. You can go to that website, scroll down to the bottom after you reach all the bio, the information. You can see a lot of my sermons live, and not live, but I mean pre-recorded, I should say. You can go scroll to the bottom, and at the bottom you can put in a prayer request. Subscribe to our email address as well. It's a family email. There's no spam on that. That is so that I personally can reach out to each and every one of you and say, hey, heads up, we're going to be doing a special edition. Heads up, we're going to be doing this. But everyone that subscribes will be eligible for a free t-shirt once we have our t-shirts set up. We are just about there, just kind of finalizing a logo. I want our logo to look good. So that's a couple things that are coming up. July 28th, I will be preaching again at my church. If you'd like more information on that, email us. I'm working on a possible live show. That's right, a live edition for the actual day that I'm preaching so that you can see it live on Facebook, because we do have a Facebook live page, I should say. Like page. I keep saying that wrong. Sorry about that. Okay, so with that being said, let's get started with another rendition of Have Faith, Let It Begin as we kick off this summer vacation, summertime, and let's talk about the last days of school. I got a good story for you. You're not going to want to miss this one. Let's get started. On June 16th, 2018, I launched this show, Have Faith, Let It Begin. Join me each and every weekday at 7:30 a.m. live, because this is a show all about faith. Motivational topics, inspirational stories, personal testimony designed for you, the daily commuter. My name is Angel, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
30 seconds to go.
Hi, I am Mia. You're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin. Hello, my name is Amari, and today we are back on another episode of Have Faith and Let's Begin.
10 seconds to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, this is Freddie, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. We are live. My name is Angel, and today is June 20th, 2019. Folks, it is a Thursday. It is a TBT. Stands for Throwback Thursday. We're not going to wait. We're going to get started right away. Here's the story. We're talking about the last days of school. That's right. Many of these students have officially completed their school. Their finals are over. Some of them are graduating today or tomorrow. Congratulations to the class of 2019. But I wanted to take a look back and think about some things that have happened when I was younger. And if you have any stories that you'd like to share, reach out to us. We have plenty of them. A lot of people have said that on a couple of feedbacks, because again, the subscribers to our channel, the ones that are subscribing exclusively, are getting the emails early to let them know what the titles are going to be for the episodes. So we sent out an email blast yesterday, and we got a couple feedbacks. We have a young girl who constantly gives us feedback, and we appreciate it. Her name is Cheryl. She went back and said, Throwback Thursday is going to be awesome. My last days of school, the last thing I can remember was the last day of middle school, going to the bus stop to get ready to leave and go back home to start my summer vacation, and having the first kiss with a boy named Todd. That's awesome. So that was a good throwback for her, and Throwback Thursday memory, and we appreciate you sharing that, Cheryl. I'm still battling a little cold. Hopefully this cough can go away. So please pray for me. I need this cough to go away. All right. This weekend is very, very important for us here at Have Faith, Let It Begin. We're going to be meeting with Angela, and we're going to be recording an amazing show that's going to be coming up probably next week. It'll be airing, so look for that as well. All right, again, I went off topic. Back to what we were talking about. Last days of school. I remember almost every last day of school, but the ones that stand out the most are the ones that were the most important as far as graduating. So, for example, I remember graduating 5th grade and leaving elementary, and it was a big deal, you know. They made us sing some music, of course. We had a nice little ceremony, and I remember receiving an award from a teacher that unfortunately during the school year passed away. And his name was Mr. Andrews. I'll never forget that. And Mrs. Andrews, his wife, I went to his funeral. He was very important to me. Mrs. Andrew actually presented, had a scholarship fund in honor and in name of Mr. Andrews, and I was a recipient of that first award, and it was very touching. The award was given, and I remember it. I honestly remember it to this day. It was given to the student who exemplifies a gentle personality, a friendly smile, and a genuine love for learning. And that's the award that I won in 5th grade in 1989. Or 88, I should say 88, 89. So that was very moving for me. It was 89, it was. And that was one of my memories of the last days of school. In addition to that, I remember, of course, 8th grade, being the class president and graduating and getting ready to go to high school and being a freshman. I was nervous. But here's my story that I wanted to share with you about something that was kind of important. As I was in high school, I started, to show interest in girls. Probably later than most. I'm sure I had plenty of crushes throughout my middle school years, but I think the one that stands out to me was during the high school years. I had a crush on a young girl who I had met through a mutual friend, and she had took me to. She was not from my school district. She was from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Allentown, I should say, which is really far up north. And her name was Cara. Beautiful name. And I remember her taking me to her dance, let's say it was a homecoming dance. And we were dressed up because that's what they told us to do. When we arrived, everybody was like in jeans. We were like the only ones really dressed up. But we had a great time, and I really liked her. She was a great person. She always said she wanted to be a lawyer. She said that she always wanted to move forward, and she had a vision. I never, ever got to really hear from her again. I know that at one point I ran into her father, and he had told me that she became a lawyer. But the story goes like this. I really liked her. She was one of the first girls that told me that I was a good-looking guy. And being a heavy guy at the time, it was nice to get a compliment. But it was my first kiss that I can recall. And it was nice because it happened. They had this nice little makeshift waterfall. And I remember having her give me a kiss. And then I stepped away for a few minutes. And I went, not after the kiss, by the way. I stepped away after that first kiss had happened, and you kind of separate for a few minutes. I went to the restroom, I think it was, or whatnot. I went to get some punch. When I came back, she was standing on the side with a guy, and there was a guy there, and he was asking her to dance, and I just caught him asking her, and I remember this response. She says, many years ago I would have said yes to you, but I found the guy that I want to be with. And that's when I walked in and said, hey, everything okay? And she said, yeah, this is the guy. This is Angel. And I never forgot that. I don't think I've ever shared that story with anyone, ever. Honestly, I don't think anybody's ever heard that story. How that's happened, sometimes memories come back and you remember them. But I wish you the best, Kara. It's Kira. And if you ever hear this and you ever hear about my show, reach out to us. I would love to just tell you about how I've moved on and have a family of my own. And I wish you the best as well. So that was my story of my last days of school. And I remember the homecoming dance. And believe it or not, their homecoming dance was at the end of their year. They don't do it in the beginning of the year. So I don't want you guys to mistaken that I was kind of going backwards. So that's really the only story I have. But I guess what I'm trying to get at with today's topic is, what was your memory? What was your throwback that reminds you of the days of, last days of school? What is the one thing that you remember the most? We touched base this past week on an episode called What If? Do you ever think about what if you were to go back and maybe do something a little different toward the end of the school year? Are you happy with everything you've done? And as you close out the year and you remember all your friends and you get ready to start the summer vacation, never forget your friendships that you made. Always keep in touch with them, and always remember that life changes, people change. You move on to college, and some go one way, some go the other. But if you continue to keep the communication open, and you want to keep that friendship alive, that friendship will never ever die. For Have Faith, Let It Begin, my name is Angel. Congratulations to the class of 2019. Have a great day. Wow, I can't believe I told that story. I don't remember that one. Woo. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. We're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day. Don't forget, everybody, we are available weekdays, Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. Tomorrow, we will be live from my home. I am off from work, so I will be live from my home, and Ariel will be with me. For Have Faith, Let It Begin. Have a great day. God bless.